With inventory as low as it's been in the Stuart, Florida area, many home buyers are beginning to look into new construction homes as an option. Now, many buyers that go this direction love that they're the only ones that have ever lived in that home. Everything is new. No need to worry about the roof, AC units, or any of the other major items in the house because they're new. However, it's not as easy to navigate this without help. So in this video, let's talk about the 6 things you need to know or ask before you walk into those model homes that could save you a ton of money and a ton of frustration. The first question you need to ask: what types of incentives do you offer for using your preferred lender or title company? Now, I'm talking about the builder. You ask the builder these questions. When production builders like Toll Brothers or D.R. Horton or Pulte begin a new community, they don't often offer discounts off the purchase price of the home. However, they will often offer incentives when using their preferred people, which can work out in your favor. The builder will likely want you to use their lender and will require to use their title company. These quote-unquote vendors all work for the builder, and they have made deals with the builders for their business. So they are not paying what a normal seller would be paying in title and escrow fees. They're actually using their own vendors. Some of the smaller and semi-custom builders or full custom builders will often negotiate their purchase price, but just make sure you ask about the incentives, which could save you thousands of dollars that you could use towards your closing costs or items in the design center. It's really important to find out what kind of incentives, if any, they are offering, because some will not be offering anything and some will. This changes as the market changes. Years ago, some of the incentives were a free lot. You get a free lot. But then again, lots were only about $10,000 to $15,000. Nowadays, they're between $70,000 and $150,000 depending on where you're purchasing. So make sure you ask what incentives that the builder offers if you use their preferred vendors. Some of these incentives could be they will pay up to X amount of your closing costs or possibly upgrade to different finishes in the home. Speaking of finishes, question number 2. What are the standard finishes that come with the home? And let me tell you something, this one is a doozy. For anyone that doesn't understand this, this is typically what happens. When you first walk into a model home, your eyes become glossy and a smile crosses your face and a sense of hope begins to fill your body. Then you ask this question and you quickly find out that nothing you just saw is included in the price sheet that they just gave you. It's like a bomb just dropped. All those beautiful finishes that you just saw are not included. Take away the fact that they are staged beautifully, people don't expect to be getting the furniture, but sometimes the number of lights in the rooms, fixtures, flooring, appliances, cabinets, countertops, I mean everything could be not included in the price. Many times builders will just have a standard price and then everything that goes into the home are upgrades or additional fees. Now, when you're working with your real estate advisor, this is where we can really help. Finding out what the standard finishes are and what upgrades you really want, they can help you make decisions on what to do at the design center and what to do after in order to save you money. Now, I know most of you, when you purchase a new home, you're not thinking about resale value at that specific moment. However, I can tell you this, is that using a real estate agent or a real estate advisor, not the home builder's one, but one on your own, they can tell you some of the upgrades that you can get now, so when you turn around and sell it, can give you a lot of return on your money. Some of the upgrades on the builder can be double what you would pay to do it after the fact. Now, different builders have different ways of doing their upgrades and selections, so make sure you find out what are the standard finishes. I can't tell you how important this question is. Question number 3, what are the lot premiums? Now, lot premiums are an additional price that you pay for these new construction homes. They are based upon views or location within the community, size, etc. If you're closer to the community pool, that could be seen as an upgrade. If you have this amazing lake view, that's a premier lot. There's going to be a higher charge on that. Now, all these need to be taken into consideration when you're working towards your final price. If you buy in the community early, your lot premiums will likely be less money than as the community progresses, which brings me to another point. The builder will often sometimes release lots that are less desirable first, maybe with a few good ones sprinkled in here or there. They will hold back the really good lots because as the community progresses, the home prices will go up and they will also increase the lot premiums. Number 4, What are the HOA fees? Now, let me tell you something. As a real estate agent, I have a love-hate relationship with an HOA. However, HOA stands for Homeowners Associations, and it's a fee that you typically pay, and it gives you information about what is included within the community. So you need to ask these questions about what the fees are and when and how they can be raised. That is so incredibly important. They can be raised, and you need to find out how and when. You will want to get a copy of the rules and regulations so that you can read up on how the community will be governed and by whom. You want to make sure that the property management company that they are using is well respected and good at handling their money. Otherwise, community assessments will be happening in the future, and those are never ever fun to deal with. Many times people that are not familiar with HOAs can see them as too strict or limiting. Now, there are times that some of the rules can seem harsh or not make much sense at all. However, they're there and they're put in place to help protect everyone's property and value. Now, like I said, as a realtor, I definitely have, a love-hate relationship with HOAs. If HOAs don't sound like they're for you, then there are still options for buying a new build with a smaller builder that are not in a master plan community. Many times, I have clients that will go out and purchase a lot, and then we will go and speak to one of the builders, and they will build on that specific lot that they purchased. And a lot of those times they are not in HOA communities. Question number 5, find out more about the builder. Now, you can do this in a few ways. You can walk in the community and stop to chat with residents who live there about what their experience has been when they built their home. Anything they should watch out for or stay on top of, anything that they would have done differently. Another good way to do your due diligence about the builder is to search consumer affairs. This seems to have some really good information on the different types of builders and the different builders within your area. I would caution you though, if you read negative reviews, to assume that the builder is terrible. That's not always the case. As the old saying goes, if you make someone happy, you'll tell one person. But if you made someone mad, you'll tell 10 people. Now, as you're reading these reviews, if the problem gets raised multiple times by multiple people, then I would definitely pay attention to that, but make sure you do your research on the builder. Also, just because they are a huge national brand does not mean that they are a great builder. In fact, there are multiple different crews that represent the builders, and not all are created equal, so go do your research on the particular builder that you plan on using, not the national builder reviews. As an example, D.R. Horton is a major company. They have crews and new construction homes all over the area. If you're purchasing a new construction home in Stuart, Florida from D.R. Horton, research the Stuart, Florida D.R. Horton. Don't look at D.R. Horton as a whole, because that is a whole different thing. Question number 6, do I have to have a real estate agent? And I cannot tell you how many times during the course of my career that I've had clients come to me and say, oh gosh, Chris, I didn't know you do new construction. Yes, we all do new construction, and as a matter of fact, you need to be represented. I know that many buyers feel that they can walk into these new construction offices and be helped by the salesperson sitting there. However, and yes, they can. However, the salesperson works for the builder and not you. Now, trust me, I have many good friends in this industry that work for builders, and they are outstanding people. However, make no mistake about it, they still work for the builder. Remember what we talked about before with the lender and the title person, how they have their own business? Well, they work for the builder too. So, who works for you? If you don't have your own representation, then no one does. The builders build into their pricing the commissions, so making sure that you have representation is very important, and it costs you nothing. You won't pay any more for the home if you bring your own real estate agent. However, you must bring them with you the very first time you visit the office. Now, this is not a big hassle for us real estate agents at all. I hear people say, well, Chris, I didn't want to bother you. You're so busy. Trust me, this is not a bother at all. You're looking to purchase the biggest asset that you've probably ever owned, and it is an honor and a privilege for me to come and help you. Buying new construction is a great option right now if you have the time to wait, and if you want something new. We have some amazing new construction communities coming out here in the Stuart area as well as the Treasure Coast area. So please reach out to me, as I would love to be your guide and trusted advisor to help you through the process. Make sure you check out my other videos right here on the Stuart and the Treasure Coast area as well as Florida. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Boom!